Yes, I'm in Newport. You can tell by the incessant sirens, I'm definitely in Newport. Right, okay, well that's a good starting shot, isn't it? The sun peeking out. Can you tell what this is? Can you tell what this is? This, my dear, I can't tell what it is. Looks like roots. Imagine in. There's a bird on the one side, and the bird on t'other, and this statue. As we get close to the statue, what is it? It's a faceless statue. Maybe the kid crying in the background will help set the scene. For it all. Because we're in Newport. The heart, the very heart of darkness in South Wales. And we're going to go have a look around and do an audit. Here, kiddo. There's a dad having to put up with some business of his kids being a bit naughty on the street. And here we are in Newport. Yes, we are in Newport. Isn't this exciting? We're going to go down to the police station. And I'll probably do a second introduction as well. Why not? And I've been thinking about setting up audits so that you clip them up a little bit. And you make it that you have a full audit and extended audit. But I've got so much to do. Like that extra editing time's pretty hard. And this is much more of a like passion to walk around. I love being able to walk around in public and speak with people. It's one of the things that kind of like makes me breathe. Really happy about it. It's like breath. It's like breath to me. Always interesting, these faceless dummies in the window. A lot like that faceless statue down further, down over there. That was a beautiful statue. Beautiful example of some sculpture, but what it was expressing or what it was stating, who knows, because it looked dark. But the world is pretty dark at the moment, so it's not a surprise that you see a little bit of darkness here and a little bit of darkness there. And all of these people around in a place like Newport on a day like today, I just say got a couple of things to do. They're chilling around. No one's working hard or fast. The people in the shops, if you look in the shops, are queuing up boring. They've all had a few too many to drink yesterday, methinks. I too also may have had excess alcohol, and it was forced upon me, I tell you, by James Freeman of TNT's Freeman Report. Yes. James Freeman, the Freeman Report, forced the drink upon me. And we had some gin, and guess what I had with the gin? Yes, ginger beer. And he complained. And I understand people complaining about such things, but they're wrong. And ginger beer and gin rock, because basically gin is tasteless. It was once seen as one of the most evil drinks in the world because it was so tasteless. Oh, sorry. Just stood in front of the cash machine. Just took that opportunity to stand in front of the cash machine just as someone was going to use it. But no, gin was tasteless, so it was seen as a new danger. It was like an alcohol that if you drank, you wouldn't know you were consuming alcohol, so you could consume so much. And this was back in the 1800s when it first came out. I think it was in Britain, and it was kind of like the reefer madness sort of thing. It was blamed. All the ills of society was due to gin. Oh, this is a lovely area of Newport as well. I like this way Kingsway Centre. Yeah. I know people, some people want like a little bit of garden space, a little place for people to congregate on busy days. That's nice. Taco bloody Bell, man. Don't know what the Taco Bell's about. Everything's, look. Taco Bell, Principality, Starbucks, Coffee number 1, H&M. I mean, H&M are just everywhere, aren't they? Every single bloody country's got H&M, Costa, these are all big brands now. We're doing, there's no little brands around really, places like this around for that. I'm not completely and utterly against having an area where a type of society is, I don't completely combine with or condone, but as long as there's other places and there's a place for the little business owners to actually have a little bit of the pie. Because what you've discovered is if these big guys go up against local people take away a lot of their business, and these big guys have to start doing naughty things to make their shit work. And they've done it over and over again, and I wouldn't be surprised if eventually there was no other little businesses, and that everything was Starbucks or Costa. You've got a choice. They love duality. Everybody loves duality, and why not? You know, that's what we're taught. It's what we're bred. It's what we feel. It's what we see around us. We see yin yang. We see opposites. We see the dance all around us. And yeah, people see opposites wherever they are. Yeah. Man. We got our gender, and we got two genders. Yes, that's what I believe. And people argue about that, yeah? And they're arguing about something really base, because they don't want it just to be two. But then, when we say there's either one way or the other, people also say on anything, people also say no, and they're right. There's a whole middle. There's a whole middle, but not in certain things. So certain things like gender, definite, but there is a spectrum of behavioural traits that make people think one person is one gender or another. But behavioural traits and gender. And this is kind of what we do. We mix up like different things and say you could apply duality over here when it can't be applied because it's applied and correct in most places. If something seems to be right in nearly every circumstance, people are always happy to wedge on in there. That's my way of understanding this thing simplistically, and now I can go on and be myself. People want to just go on and be themselves. And all around us, we're all in this battle. We want everything about to be one or the other, and it's not. There's two sets of occasions, two sets of things if you want duality. One way or the other, or all the spectrum in between. Things are either one way or the other in that regard. So things are either at the extremes, and there is no middle ground. There is only black and white, rich and poor, sad and happy, male and female. And then there's the other way. And some of it is like not based on reality, it's not based on fact. It's based on what we believe. But some of it is based on complete reality and complete fact, like gender. And our battle with this hatred of dualistic thinking, I suppose you'd say, makes us have constant arguments with each other about banal shit that makes no difference and will make no difference to your life and make no difference to my life. Just crap. And we spend ages arguing about it because we're sure that there's only two ways. And in those cases, it's not. Well, boom, boom, boom. I'm right by here. I'm right in Commercial Street and I'm in Newport. You can tell I'm in Newport because you can hear sirens probably in the background in the distance because, well, that's because Newport has always got a copper or two hanging around outside the opposing place where you were just looking. Just switched around the camera there because I was taking a picture up here down Commercial Street over this side, and Newport is a really important place. Can't tell you how important it is, and as I'm a Cardiff boy, there's lots of rivalry between the people from Newport and the people who are from Cardiff, like there is from Swansea and Cardiff, like all big cities have, you know, relatively big cities. And Newport was declared a city during the Jubilee, Queen's Jubilee, if I remember correctly. And it's a wonderful place. It's a really like I mean it's a proper salt of the earth type South Walian town. It's beautiful. I love Newport. I do. I've been here many a times, and of course, lots of people know that if you're from South Wales, a lot of the best rock concerts, metal concerts, that sort of thing, were all held over in Newport. So we used to have to come over here. It was always like a pilgrimage to rock, you know. Loads of bands played over here that were just amazing. I remember seeing Entombed with Misery Loves Co. And who was headlining that? Entombed, Misery Loves Co. And Machine Head, of course, it was Machine Head. Wow, those were the days back when Logan Maiders was in it, if I remember correctly. So Machine Head, I think he might probably be back. I don't keep up to date with my metal knowledge nowadays. You know, I'm older. I'm here with the symbolism in Newport. And the wibbly wobbly lines that lead you towards authority. Everybody gets led towards authority in this country. Look at this. We've got some remembrance stuff going on. And this fantastic statue. We should probably go and take a look and see what we're remembering. Because I don't remember. But maybe someone in particular. Remember the Submariners. Yes, indeed. Why not remember the Submariners? And some of this is okay. Right. Oh, HMRC. I'm doing it for the boys by the looks of it. Sorry about this, gang, but I hate to see something like this. It's nice to see they're still there. Oh, look, you got some spare columns. That's nice, isn't it? Are they attached? They are. Oh, it's part of it. They're collapsed. Yeah. Everywhere in Wales, South England, North England, got some lovely statues here and there. And of course, there's an anchor there. We're in a place that was a port city. You can tell it's in the title. Isn't the worst of the South Walian police forces, to be honest. Rhondda and Taff. Now they're quite good. I would say they're quite good. They have to police a different style of policing because they're up in the valleys, and the valley folk are a special breed. They're lovely. They're brilliant. But you have to police them much differently than you would. City population, town population, rural population. The valley's a little bit different, you know. It's a little bit rough down there. It's been in the past. So Rhondda and Taff have a different style of policing. You got Gwent, Headley. Sorry. Headley, Gwent police. Headley means police in Welsh. So the Gwent police, they're, well, you know, alright. We always used to like go roaming around here back in boy racer days with my mates when they were all boy racers. We used to come round to Newport, and we'd find that the cops, when they stopped us, and they did like to stop us here and there, were always very polite and very nice. It seemed like they just, I mean, it's like a draw a lot of the time, but still I had some really good interactions. But those were back in the day, and who knows what it's like nowadays. Who knows if Gwent police is still doing a sterling job or not. Maybe not, you know. But South Wales police, they've had their issues, and I've had my issues with them. And they've changed a lot over the years, but not, you know, they're still corrupt. Hard to sort of like muster whether they're actually on the side of the people most of the time. Like they get an idea of, but Newport is a different place. It's a wonderful place, full of wonderful people, salt of the earth. Now look, they got a reception sign. You know, we went up to Pontypridd, and Pontypridd must be central to Rhondda and Taff police force, because we've got a load of police cars around over here. So they piled up basically. And that was on the day of the burial of the Queen. We went up there. And this will probably, like I said, it's probably close. It's not going to be a massively big, oh, it's not, it's open. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I'm very excited. Very proud to see that the police stations have opened up their doors. And here we go. Nice bank. I like that. I wonder if they got a battery bank, but I suppose the police don't concern themselves so much with the battery bank. Okay. This is a transatlantic slave trade. No jokes implied. This is a very serious matter. I really like a bit of this, and I think you see it more in places like Bristol, Newport, and etc. that were port towns that feel somewhat culpable from the past, or at least to seal up a history, rewrite a history that is a little bit more, has a bit more contrition, I suppose the right word would be. And you know, I'm not against celebrating diversity at all. You know, I love celebrating diversity. I love being from a diverse community like Cardiff, where it's not like segregated. We don't do the same things. In Cardiff, it's not like everybody's against each other. It's you go into some of the areas that are populated by immigrants, and everybody seems to get on very well and have found a balance. Welsh people are very welcoming, very friendly in general. So Cardiff is not a surprise that there's a lot of, you know, kind thought, and that won't last forever if they keep pumping in immigration into different communities. And of course, that won't last forever. Eventually, that won't last at all. There you go, but you see a lot of it. I mean, it gets to the point where it's pumped over the top because, I mean, you have all of that, but then you have like, they have to display, the only sign they're displaying is like, we are valuing diversity, we value diversity. Well, look how diverse we are, we're diverse in this picture too. Aren't we diverse over here? Ooh, look at this, very diverse. And over there, of course, extremely diverse and more diverse. And that's where people get upset with it. Where it gets pumped into your face. This way, please. You got nice lines going across. And here you've got the safe standing zone. Let me just check nothing's going to fall on my head. That's like the type of thing, isn't it? You stand in the safe standing zone and the light falls on you. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to risk it for biscuits. That's how I walk, by the way. I'm like size 13s. I can't fit in the zone, so I don't know if no, that one's closer to the desk. If I stand in these zones, does it mean they need to come out and talk to me? I doubt it. I doubt anyone's going to talk to me, and if they do, I'll be politely saying hello. So far, they let me go about my business and let me record. I mean, that's the problem we have, isn't it? That they don't let you do the things that you're supposed to be able to do because there's accountability. So maybe they're calling in the troops. Maybe they're checking on facial recognition for me. Yeah? Oh, now there's a man, Alan Michael. I've contacted him before about stuff. Yeah. That's one of the things that the police have on my long file. 0 convictions, but a lot of me giving them crap. Freedom of information requests and other things. Oh, your drawers open there, love. People will be able to see your papers. No, they can't. It's a very good, I mean, I wonder if I take a ticket, there's no tickets. Number 6. It's not a surprise it's number 6. If man is 5 and the devil is 6, and that must make me 7. This boy is going to heaven. And this is, of course, a police person. Oh, that's exciting. You see that there's real people in through the window, deep into the private area. You can see, here he is. He's moving. Oh, it's very hot. And you've got a solicitor's phone over here. Everyone loves a solicitor's phone. So, I'm not sure if I can use that phone. I'm not sure if that dispenser is dispensing anything, but coronavirus. And look at that. Oh, look. It's the. Why would they bloodstain this black and white photo? We are evil. Evil. We got the filter, we put the red evil filter on it. And then the white and then the blue. Oh no, there you go, there you go. And then there's a yellow and a blue as well. Like these. Oh, this is right. Well, stern face, look at that stern expression. Pretty stern expression there for such a yellow back of your head. You need to wash your hat, love. And these guys, less stern. Hey, we're policing where no one is. We don't have to do any work. And this is a good one. This is a good one. Here you go. Police looking over into the distance. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Yeah, so anyone can hear. That's a policeman leaving me alone. He's going from one place to the other. Boom, back a boom, back a boom, back a boom. That's good, isn't it? He saw me and he was like, don't want to talk to that guy. And if I would come here with a report to make, then I would be upset. Of course, I haven't even attempted to, because I don't intend to. You don't have a reception desk manned at the moment. It looks like they just have an open front of desk that gives the people a chance to come in and do some stuff behind a knife bank, which I wouldn't mind having a look inside, but I can't. There you go, crime scene, blood. The wheels of the cup, blood. Uh-oh, here's a stern one again. What are you doing in there? I'm about to give you a fine for drinking a can of Coke while driving a car, you bastard. Was that a tangerine you ate as well? A tangerine! And as you see, this one shows the coppers are driving BMWs. Is that BMWs? Yeah. Ooh, very nice. Very nice indeed. You've got some nice motors, haven't you? Walking across a bridge. Very happy coppers, yeah. So you can see what they're portraying, and it's exactly what you'd expect. Exactly what you expect. And like I said, this isn't going to be probably an event audit, but who knows? It only takes one copper to be like, oh, they're doing. But most of them have been trained in auditing now. So this gives us an extra ability to be uber professional with some of our audits. Instead of doing what we were doing before, where we were kind of going and testing all the limits all of the time, and they were reacting to it. Now the police are kind of like savvy. And so now they want to have a conversation with you in a way that it picks up their own information, gets their own idea of what's going on, and leave you alone if they can. Now that's part of what a protest movement does. This is kind of what a protest movement does. It draws attention to people's rights in a certain area, so that police know that the rights need to be. Hello. I won't put my camera in there because it looks like she's actually talking with someone who may be a victim of crime. So I prefer not to do that. Respect is two ways. So policing by consent is massively important. And to police by consent, you need consent from both ways. You need consent from both ways. She goes really quick. It was a pretty quick turn. She's fruity duty. So yeah, you see they got a couple of cars. They've got the defib here, and they got this, and they got bail clinic. And this is the smoky. This is where the bad boys hang out. Ooh, bail clinic. If this is your bail clinic, oh, have you got bail in your butt? We can remove it for you. They can't do much. There you go, you got solicitors just done there. I wonder if the solicitors, I'm not sure if it's still open, it's got a to let sign on the side, but I wonder if the solicitors that was there placed themselves there for any particular reason. There's a solicitors next to the police station. We're making loads of money. Loads of money indeed. We're making loads of money. But I don't mind, like, this isn't like, this doesn't look excessive. You know, there's a couple of vans and cars who are patrolling, and there's a couple of spares down here. I'm going to go around the back of the floor eventually, and maybe we'll see a van full of it. But it doesn't look like it's like the most excessive sort of use of funds. Everything seems fair enough here, and they've left me alone in general. So, you know, it comes down to if they leave you alone and you leave them alone, well, that's good, because that's they got the chance to police by consent, and you give them the consent, and they take the consent, and they don't abuse it. That's what you want. That's what you want. So let's have a look in here then. Wow, that's a bit grubby. It looks like someone's had their face up against there. Please let me out. It actually reminds me of the schnozberries taste like schnozberries from that movie. What was that movie? Well, anyway, give me a sec. I'll be on a break. Can you tell what this is yet? Can you? Let's move out. The game. What type of statue is it? Are these angel wings? Spears wrapped to the side. The defeated foe down below. The skulls litter the floor with the bodies rotting as this angel of death rides over Newport. And we're in the part where Commercial Street, we got these statues. This guy looks a little bit like an Ira Bevan. Not an Ira Bevan, sorry, Dylan Thomas, I think, personally. There's a scythe above. A lot of this is about death. There's a lot about death. And here, another head trapped under the legs of their masters. And out of them, see the head of a musical stock, the headstock on the instrument, the handle of a sword. Death himself, the scythe, holding a shepherd's crook. He's a crook, I believe. And here, I'm just resting in the middle of it all, are these 4 doves, standing on each other. One with the infamous proverbial olive branch in his mouth. This is a man and woman carrying the city on the backs of the young, I suppose. Walking alongside. It's very strange statues, isn't it? There's a lot going on here. Well, what are they carrying? The tomb-like ancestors underneath the city. So much metaphor that it's hard to pull it apart. That is just extraordinary though, isn't it? It's like angel of death sitting in the middle of the high street. That's Newport for you. Always a couple of steps away from the angel of death.
Shaping a great reset for the post-corona era.